What is going on, everyone? It's your guy, Cole Jackson, back here on Road Graders, getting ready for this matchup on Sunday. We are just 2 days away. My goodness, folks, it's almost here. I don't know about the rest of you, but my work week is absolutely dragging. So I'm ready to cut this up. We looked at the defense yesterday. Now we're going to take a look at the Baltimore Ravens offensive matchup in this game, what I've seen on tape, and some of the key lessons that you guys can see going into this game where the Ravens can have success. If you're looking forward to this breakdown, if you're ready to go for this weekend, hit that like button, hit subscribe if you're new here, and drop a comment down below with your score prediction. Before we jump into it, thank you to BetUS for sponsoring this video. Lines up, ready to go for this weekend. 2 AFC matchups that will decide the AFC Championship game for the right to go to the Super Bowl. There you can check out the lines, and you can go over there and use promo code YouTube150. You'll get 150% sign-up bonus and then 125% on your next 2 deposits using that promo code. Thank you to BetUS for sponsoring today's video. So we are going to talk through a few things in this game that I've seen from the film of the Buffalo Bills defense where I think the Ravens can have a little bit of a matchup. So obviously we're going to start in the run game. This is obviously what the Baltimore Ravens are going to look to focus on. And when I was kind of looking through some of the statistics, one thing the Buffalo Bills have done is given up the 3rd most explosive plays. I can't remember if this stat was from week 1 to now or week 11 to now. I couldn't find the origin, but regardless, they were only behind Carolina and Cincinnati in the time frame of giving up explosive runs. That's 10+ yard rushes. And obviously, if we go back to our week 4 matchups, Derrick Henry had multiple when he ran all over them. So this to me is a huge thing because, the Bills, we talked about it a little bit already, but they play that lighter box where they're going to play a nickel defense, and it's going to create that opportunity to get guys into the second level. And that to me is the key. It's getting combo blocks into the second level and getting hats on guys like Matt Milano, who is a really solid linebacker, getting a hat on Terrell Bernard, who I believe Bernard played in this game, but Milano didn't in that first matchup. So that's going to be a key to me, because what that's going to do is if we can get a hat on one of those linebackers, it's going to create a matchup of Derrick Henry versus secondary player, and we know how that goes. And when we go back and we take a look at Derrick Henry's big touchdown run, that's what they did here. They got hats into the second level. So this is going to be that crunch play. So they're going trap and wham. So you're going to get, right here, let me pause it. You're going to get trap blocks, 3 different ones. You're going to get Stanley crossing McCary's face. You're going to get Linderbaum crossing Falele's face. You're going to get Rosengarten crossing Ricard's face. Then you get those 3 down blocks from those 3 right there. And it creates this nice little gap. And then Mark Andrews does what he does so well in the second level on Taylor Rapp. And then there goes Derrick Henry. So that's obviously more of a breakaway run, but significant explosive play. What I've noticed going through a lot of these explosive plays that the Buffalo Bills defense has given up, a lot of them go outside. And that to me is a key. They don't have great edge setters. A guy like Von Miller, run the ball at him all game, force him to be physical. And that's not counting what you can get out of the 12 personnel look with Charlie Kolar, Mark Andrews, and Isaiah Likely, who have been blocking their butts off lately. So as you're going to see here on the toss that went for an explosive run, again, this is what the matchup we want. We want to get the ball outside, and we want to take care of their linebackers. So you're going to get Likely kicking out Bernard there, and then you're going to get Ricard into the backup Mike, who was replacing Milano. Can't think of his name off the top of my head, but he's going to take care of him, and then that creates a matchup of Derrick Henry against secondary players. Linderbaum with an insane block. Go back and watch this. Look at Tyler Linderbaum. Just watch him from the snap. So Tyler Linderbaum is going to climb. He's going to take out Dorian Williams on the backside, and then he's going to block him 20 yards downfield. Absolute freak. Derrick Henry takes us down to the 2-yard line. So that is a real opportunity to get the ball outside, get a lot of guys into the second level. The Jets, one of the teams that I thought ran extremely well on them. You're going to see the toss here. Same idea. You're getting bodies out on those secondary players, and it's going to spring those runs. They're not setting a hard edge here. You can even see, based on their pre-snap alignment, they have AJ Epineza across here out wide, and watch him get swallowed by the pin. He just gets swallowed there, and you get Tyron Smith out there setting a big block and just an easy hole for Breece Hall to hit. So getting the ball outside, you're going to see it here from the Colts, Jonathan Taylor. He's just going to kick this out. And then there we go. We got Q Nelson getting out there. And then there's DeMar Hamlin, who I think is one of the weak links of that defense trying to fill, and he's just not able to. But again, this is all kind of the same thing. Kick it off tackle and get one of your linemen to make a second level block, and it's going to spring an explosive run. That's what the Baltimore Ravens need to do in this game. If they're running up the middle, like you're going to see here from the Rams, combo blocks into that second level. So right here, you're going to see Taron Johnson come down and fill. And this is a really good example. This is the defense you're going to see right here. Milano, Bernard, and Taron Johnson. Taron Johnson's their slot corner. He's going to come in and play some of those linebacker roles because they're playing a nickel, unless they play more base. If they bring Dorian Williams in, then Taron Johnson goes off the field, which creates a mismatch for the Ravens in the pass game with their tight ends against some of these linebackers. So here's what they're going to do. The Rams are going to get Taron Johnson cleaned up, and then that's getting Kyron Williams into that second level. So that to me is the key. It's how do we, if we're running up the middle, how do we basically wash Milano out of this game and force a guy like Terrell Bernard to make plays all day? That to me has to be the focus. Tyler Linderbaum combo blocking into Matt Milano. That to me is a mismatch. That's what we need to do to have success. You're going to see it here with Jahmyr Gibbs. Again, there's Kevin Zeitler getting into that second level, creating these matchups for running backs and, using those pullers right there. Zeitler climbs, washes out Bernard, and they're able to take care of business there. You're going to see Stevenson, who's more of a powerful runner, so a good not a good comparison. I mean, it's not Derrick Henry, but you'll see what I mean. They're going to go up the middle here, run through that edge set, and then getting guys in the third level, in this case, running backs against DBs, Derrick Henry running over DeMar Hamlin, running over Taylor Rapp. That's what we need to do. But taking care of these linebackers off combo blocks, and obviously they need to win at the line of scrimmage. That goes without saying. Against Breece Hall again here in the second matchup against the Jets. You're going to see him kick again. And there you see that linebacker washing out Bernard, and that's going to spring Breece Hall into that second level. So that to me is the key. It's getting those combo blocks into the second level while also taking care. I do feel good about their ability to take care up front. I think, they have Ed Oliver is very solid. Taquan Jones can blow up some plays, no doubt about it. I'm not trying to spread any disrespect to those guys. That's not my intention, but I don't think you can rely on them to make plays all day against the Ravens O-line based on how they played the Steelers last week, because that was just phenomenal football. The other thing, I was trying to go through, taking a look at, the QB option run game, and they haven't played a whole lot of option quarterbacks. They didn't play Hurts. They didn't play Daniels. When they did play Lamar, there is a play of Lamar in here, but the Ravens didn't use the option a lot during the regular season. It's something that they really only used in big games, and they used a lot last week because it's the playoffs. They wanted to keep contact on Lamar Jackson down. That's why you go get a Derrick Henry so that your quarterback gets hit less. But I find with option football, it's assignment football. You have to stay home. And I think the Bills are not going to be very prepared for it because they just haven't seen it a lot. They played Kyler Murray, they played Lamar Jackson, but both quarterbacks didn't run a ton of option concepts. So it's just one of those things where how ready are they given those quarterbacks weren't constantly running it against them? Plus, even in their division, Drake May did a little bit of it, but Aaron Rodgers wasn't doing it. So, there's multiple matchups this year where they just saw none of it, right? So, and here you're going to start, and this is what I mean by it's assignment football. So you got Antonio Gibson in the back with Drake May. They're just going to go zone read, and you see the linebacker fake or eat up there, the edge player, Von Miller. He's going to eat up, and Drake May is going to keep it, and you're going to get a linebacker getting blocked by the tight end. And that's a safety. So there's no second level coming over to make a play there. They're just washing that out. And how well are they going to be able to play that? You did see an option concept here from Lamar. You can see right there, he's going to keep it, and they're going to get Mark Andrews down into that second level, and then Lamar goes for a bit of a run. One of the concepts here against Kyler Murray, they're going to let it keep here. Really good look here. So you got Von Miller out over top of the right tackle. You got Terrell Bernard in the second level. In the middle, I believe that's Dorian Williams because Matt Milano wasn't back yet. So they're going to go here, zone read, right? So Terrell Bernard's going to step up here. This is who I'm expecting to play a lot of these edge option runs against the Ravens. against Kyler Murray, it's probably the best you're going to get in terms of teams the Bills played, other than the Ravens. But as he's going to set up here, Kyler's going to give it, and you can see Bernard kind of put himself in a weird spot because I actually thought, he's able to make this tackle here, but James Conner up the middle and just overruns him and then ends up taking that for 20 yards. So, when it's Derrick Henry running that, so Bernard needs to be a lot quicker, a lot more physical to be able to stop Derrick Henry on a keeper. And then here, they're lined up in heavy. This is something I'm expecting to see. This is a 3 tight end set, and they're just going to go option. And then right here, you can see they're getting that second level into that chip blocker, into that linebacker, number 42 there. You're going to see that tight end come in and block, and then get the other running back out there as a lead blocker. Kyler Murray goes for 10 yards. So it's not necessarily that the Bills are bad at it. I just think they haven't seen it a lot, and I think it's something that they're going to be unprepared for. Speaking of some of the big heavies, because you guys know I want to get you geared up. I love offensive line play, and that's why I'm happy to be partnering with ONEBONE. ONEBONE makes clothes for everybody with their unique sizes ranging from -3 to 8, which is small to 8XL. So whether you're hitting the gym, playing on the gridiron, or need clothes that simply fit better into your everyday life, ONEBONE has something for you. Their inclusive range ensures that everyone can experience the comfort and quality that ONEBONE is known for, and I'm happy to offer you promo code ColeJackson15 for 15% off any order. You can go over and take a look at their best sellers. They have t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, vests, dress shirts, pants, everything you need to add into your wardrobe there at ONEBONE. Click the link down below, use promo code ColeJackson15, and check out what ONEBONE can do for you. Awesome organization that's worked a lot with offensive linemen to get them as spokespeople because of the big and tall fit. So we here at Road Graders absolutely love that. We'll keep humming along here, getting ready for this matchup. One thing that I saw a lot of buzz about was kind of Von Miller and some of the pressure that the Bills got last week. We'll take a look at them. You guys can let me know what you think. I thought a lot of these were not true pressures. It wasn't true Vaughn pressures anyway. The Broncos do have one of the best pass blocking efficiencies in the NFL. So, I mean, they're a very solid O-line. But you're going to see here, Von Miller's pressure here is a sim pressure because you're going to get the linebacker buzzing up here, and he's going to come late. They got their 3 tech here, one-on-one against 77 against Quinn Miners, and then they're bringing 2 against McGlinchey. So McGlinchey makes the decision to go inside and take the inside man, leave the outside man, which is Von Miller, for the quarterback, which is absolutely the right play. They have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-man pressure against a 5-man protection. That means someone's rushing free. The O-line can't block 6 guys. It was all to the sim pressure and not just Von Miller. On this next play, this is where you're going to get a little bit more vintage Vaughn. So this is what he's so good at doing. You're going to see him against McGlinchey. He's going to get that long arm out. That long arm of Von Miller's has been just a staple because what he does is he gets in there and then he branches, moves off that. So he's going to get in. He's going to stick that right hand in. And at the same time, he's going to use his left hand to push down the right hand of McGlinchey and then open that short corner, and then he rips up and around the corner. Similar to TJ Watt, that's an important matchup. Bo Nix almost threw an interception, if you can see it at the end here. But you see what I mean? So he's going to force Vaughn out, and McGlinchey doesn't get deep enough. So if that's Roger Rosengarten, he needs to get deep enough to take care of Von Miller off the chip because they like to split Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely out, and give a little bit of that chip help, which sets that rush. It hits the ground in the end, but almost an interception off that pressure from Vaughn. So definitely a look you could expect to see from the Baltimore Ravens there. Then in this one, you're going to see a nice little inside rush from Ed Oliver. So he's in here as a 3 tech on the right side of the O-line. Or is this Jones? No, this is going to be Jones. Sorry, I got the wrong note. He's the 1 tech on the left. Be ready for with this pass rush group. But the Ravens have been doing this for weeks where they've been taking care of some of these premier edge players with chips. You're going to see on the Rashad Bateman touchdown here. I want you to focus on Mark Andrews, So that's something that I'm expecting a lot to see to mitigate what Greg Rousseau was for, 15 yards there. So the Ravens are not shy to helping their tackles. It's one of the things we've seen from Todd Monken that he didn't do a lot in the past this year. And so they're well prepared for this. So I'm not overly worried about the pass rush. And then I was taking a look at where Bo Nix attacked this defense. A lot of concepts coming in the middle of the field, which is really the only spot he had success. He didn't do anything outside the numbers. Douglas and Benford have been really solid this year. Taron Johnson's really solid, but really what they were doing is attacking the linebackers and the safeties, and that's really the only success they were able to find in this game. See right here, that in-breaking route. They go into a deep cover 4 here. They're just going to get, or sorry, not an in-breaking route, a little hook route, and there's Cortland Sutton making a big play. So that's the type of stuff that we need to be prepared to see in this one. Here you're going to get that rollout. This is something that we saw Lamar Jackson do. So you're going to see 85, the tight end. He split out wide. He's brought Von Miller out with him. He's going to attack that right shoulder right there. If they want to use a rollout like that, Isaiah Likely's been really good on those over routes. We know what Mark Andrews can do on over routes. So tons of opportunities there. And then we're going to see them attack the middle of the field again. There's that in-breaking route right below the 50-yard line. So as he's going to attack, I believe that's looks like cover 3, right into that middle of the field, take a shot from the safety, but secure that ball. And then from Cortland Sutton, going to see another one here there's that rollout. And then you see we got Aguilar sitting right in the middle of the field here, and Lamar Jackson just finds him against zone. So Bills have been a zone-heavy team. So if they're going to play zone, the Ravens are going to have the opportunity to attack the middle of the field, and they did it well here. Isaiah Likely again, making another play on that deep crossing route. I think this could be a really big Isaiah Likely week, and tons of opportunities here. I think, my strategy, just to kind of summarize, run that ball, get the ball going off tackle, be able to exploit that outside run, use your zone run to set up the toss, to be able to set up the crunch play, those types of, off plays, but run it off zone, right? And then look for bouncing that ball. But focus on running this ball down this defense's throat, getting the lineman into the second level and springing Derrick Henry, getting him one-on-one. I don't think Taylor Rapp wants to come downhill and hit Derrick Henry. I don't think DeMar Hamlin wants to come downhill and hit Derrick Henry. So the more you can get Derrick Henry into their safeties, I think it's a big thing for the Ravens. I think that they can mitigate their pass rush pretty easily. I think they need to use their option concepts because the Bills are going to be unfamiliar with it. And I think they can attack the middle of the field. With Zay Flowers not playing in this game, they're going to have to lean on their tight ends to be productive in the pass game. So play action, crossing routes, constant mesh, that sort of thing. That's where we can kind of get some open guys, either whether it's against zone or man beaters against their linebackers, and capitalizing on the athleticism of Mark Andrews and Ronnie Stanley, Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely. That's all I have for you guys. I'm so ready for this matchup. I hope you guys are too. Hit that like button for me. Hit subscribe if you're new here. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about the score. And thank you to BetUS for sponsoring this video.